welcome to Walking the Path. Welcome, man. Let me tell you, I just got to sing something while y'all are coming in. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, this beautiful day. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit, my beautiful life. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, my wonderful friends. I said, thank you. I want to thank you. Thank you. I want to thank you. Thank you. I want to thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Walking the Path. I'm so grateful you guys are here. Thank you. Hey, Diego. Welcome, Julie. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming in. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful and so thankful. Blessed beloveds. Yes, indeed. Namaste. Namaste from India. Thank you, man. Welcome from India. Ooh. I'm so grateful you guys are joining in. I have to say that this topic today has really been on my heart. There's nothing to fear. And where this is coming from. So let's start. First, I am so grateful for my life. I'm so grateful. I hope you guys are grateful. Bonjour, Julie. Hello. Hi, Julie. Bonjour. Bonsoir. Oh, I'm sorry. Good evening to you, Julie. It's evening where you are. Um, so, wow. This week, get to teach The Answer Is You at Rythmia. And The Answer Is You is a course, a book by Reverend Michael. And it's a course that we teach each week at Rythmia. And it's an amazing opportunity that I get to share these teachings with the folks at Rythmia. And man, what an amazing week it has been. Every week is so powerful to watch in class. There's that moment where I think, okay, I'm going to tell one on myself. There's that moment when I think like, oh man, I'm doing so good. I nailed it. Oh, I really got that point across or something like that, and I catch myself because then when people are sharing, I don't have to do anything. When someone starts talking about what they're going through or what they experienced, I'm listening and there's a part of me, my ego, that's like, okay, what can I say? What's the right thing to say? And then I get to like observe that part and like put that aside and listen with the part of me that is the eternal mind, the one mind, the mind of the divine, the mind of the medicine, the mind of the spirit, the mind of the universe, the universal mind. And as I just sit there and listen, the the person who's sharing always resolves their own issue. They're like, well, I was doing this, I was going through that, and then I thought this, and I'm like, all right, what's the right thing to say? Okay, put that aside. I don't have to think that. And then by the time they finish, it's already been figured out. It's already been resolved. Like, it's like, wow. And this reminded me of the truth that we really don't have to do anything. Don't get me wrong, there is action in the world. We have to take action. But the question is, where is that action coming from? The question is, what's your come from? Am I taking that action because I feel like I have to do something? Is it? Oh, today's Jerry's birthday. You're right, Diego. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we need to thank that brother. We need to thank that brother for all this beautiful family and space that he's created for so many of us to get to express. So many of us get to express our true gifts and talents. I don't know where else I would be getting to do this, to make a living and getting to express my gifts and talents. 10 years ago, I was working in an office. I was selling stuff and doing good. I wasn't like selling bad stuff. I was selling good stuff. People were benefiting. It was a win-win, and what a wonderful journey this has been to get me right here. Thank you, Diego, for reminding me that that today's Jerry's birthday. What a great thing to. So glad he appeared. And man, I get to tell his story most weeks. I get to tell a story on the first workshop that people come to Rythmia about. And, in the beginning of his story, what's true is that nobody ever benefited from him in the first part of his life. Nobody was ever better off for having known him in the first. That's what he says, right? Like he screwed over everybody that he ever met. And now in this part of his life, look how many people are blessed and benefiting from knowing him. What a great transformation. What a great example of exactly what this topic is today. There is nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. What does that mean? So often, the things that are bothering me, the things that cause me confusion, sadness, depression, anxiety, worry, doubt, lack, limitation, all come from a fundamental fear. Something's wrong. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with the situation. There's something wrong with the circumstance. And I'm not going to be safe. I'm not going to be loved. I'm not going to be taken care of. I'm not going to be okay. I'm not going to get my needs met in some way. Everything resolves down to some fundamental fear. And when I notice this in myself, that fear that comes up is when I'm placing my trust in myself. When I think that I'm doing it. When I think that it's not going to happen if I don't make something happen. Now, we must act in life. We don't just sit on the top of the mountaintop and go, everything comes to me. The truth is everything does come to us when we're in flow, when we are connected. We're always connected. We keep our channel clean to the source, to that mind energy of God. The milpa in the ancient Aramaic, milpa is the mind energy of God. When I'm open, when my channel is open, then my next action is inspired. I take inspired action. I don't take action so when I take action from fear, I have to do this in order to be okay. I have to take this action in order to be enough. I have to complete this task because if I don't, wrong. That's the come from. And that's my own self, my own will, my willfulness. Now, the opposite of that is willingness, to trust in this presence, when I'm willing to put my trust in an intelligence that's already doing everything. This intelligence, it's already spinning the planet right now without human compulsion. It's already, the sun rose already. The waves are waving already. My food is digesting already. My cells are reproducing already. All this stuff is happening. The trees are photosynthesizing already. I have nothing to do with any of that. It's happening. There's an intelligence everywhere. It's in me and it's all around me. It's in you and it's all around you. When we tap into that, we do the work to keep ourselves clean and clear. Then from that wholeness that's within us, the next right thing to do comes out of inspiration. And the word inspiration from the Latin is inspire, which is the breath of God. To inspire is God speaking through us. And if the word God is troublesome to you, it's okay. I'm not talking about the God of religion. I'm not talking about some deity that's outside of us that makes decisions based on, like Santa Claus, whether we're good or bad. I'm talking about a presence, an intelligence, a mind energy that is everywhere. There's no place that it's not. And when I can continue to place my awareness on that, then there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. And when I step into that, because everything else is an illusion, and I place my trust in illusions, when I place my trust in illusions, the illusion that I can make something happen, the illusion that it's not going to happen if I don't do it, the illusion that whether that illusion is a pill, clothing, being liked, any aspect, so many things that we place our trust in. My own willfulness, when I place my trust in that, then I'm placing my trust in fear. This little shift, it's not so much that there's not action. We still take the action, but when the action comes from, I'm connected to the source of all of life. When that's my come from, when my intention is that the spirit is my source and supply, and that this spirit goes with me wherever I go, and that this spirit is the strength in which I trust, and the love in which I forgive, and the light in which I see, and the mind with which I think, then there is nothing to fear. And the truth is, when we continue to do our work through our practice, our spiritual practice, we create and cultivate a field of receptivity to heal our hearts and to heal ourselves, so that we stop condemning ourselves, and we can hear the voice of God, literally hear the voice of intuition guiding us. We hear what we could not hear before. We hear that we are beloved, that there's nothing to fear, that everything is all right already, just as it is. And we can stop condemning ourselves for not doing it right. We can stop condemning ourselves for not being enough. We can stop condemning ourselves for not being acceptable to others. We can stop condemning ourselves for not being acceptable to ourselves. We can stop the inner civil war, lay down our weaponry against ourselves, and come into the spiritual vibration that we are loved beyond imagination, and that we live in a friendly universe that is constantly working on our behalf. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing outside of the love of the divine. And it's in this love that we rest. It's in this love that we take action from inspiration. It's in this love that we connect with ourselves, the truth of ourselves, and then take inspired action. This is what has been on my heart these last few days, and it's such an easy thing to just remind myself there's nothing to fear. If I just say that, like if I just notice that the anxiety that's coming up, I haven't done enough today, I should have been more productive this morning, I'm not doing the right things, there's nothing to fear. When I take hey D, thank you. D says, I hope you had a fantastic birthday. I did. Thank you. When I notice the depression that's coming up because I'm not doing, I don't think I'm far enough along, I don't think I'm spiritual enough, I don't think I've completed enough, or whatever, that depression that comes up, that anxiety that comes up, that's fear. And when I just notice it, I can say there's nothing to fear. I can also say one other thing to myself. I can replace that depression, I can replace that anxiety, I can replace that unforgiveness with love. I can replace that anxiety with peace. I can replace what I'm feeling right now with love. So whenever you fear, depression, anxiety, thank you, blessed one. Thank you so much. Whenever you notice that, then you can just replace that thought with love. You can replace that thought with there's nothing to fear. There is a that's within me already. There is this life, love, mind, intelligence that's already in me. It's already in you. It's already spinning the planet. It's already moving the tides. It's already photosynthesizing in the trees. It's already doing all the things. All the systems are already working. When I can tap into that there's always this presence that knows the right situation, the fulfillment to every situation. It knows the best and highest good for all. It knows how to resolve everything. And it's in you and it's in me already. When I lift my mind above the confusion of fear and doubt and lack and limitation and worry, by replacing those thoughts with love. Simply saying, I replace this thought with love. I replace this depression with peace. I replace this anxiety with joy. I replace it with love. I replace it with peace. I replace it with satisfaction. I replace it with I'm enough already. These little mind pieces, little things that we can say to ourselves to help us lay down the arms that we have against ourselves for not being enough. Lay down the condemnation that we have for ourselves. Forgive ourselves. To forgive ourselves. To accept ourselves. I'm enough. So even if you have a big task list, I have a big task list, and I notice like, oh, I haven't done enough. I stop and say, I'm enough already. And then I go to the task list so that I'm doing the next task from a place of I'm already enough, not from I have to complete that task in order to feel okay. If I do that, I'll feel better. No, I'm enough already. And now I'm choosing to do this task. It's a subtle shift. And in that subtle shift, life changes. We're in agreement with life. We're in agreement with the principles and laws of nature. When we come into agreement with the principles and laws of nature, they start to work for us. But we have to be in agreement with them. How do we get in agreement with them? By laying down the arms of condemnation against ourselves and coming into a great harmony of peace and love. And from there, we take inspired action. Okay, that is that's what I'm thinking for today. That's what that's our live for today. I'm so grateful and so thankful to have this time with you. Thank you all. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. I want to thank you. Thank you. I want to thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank you. Thank you. All right. Have a beautiful day. Peace.